Hey, what's up? Julian over here, and today I'm gonna show you everything I did to get ready for my first bodybuilding show. I basically went from this to this in 16 weeks. So I'm gonna show you my calories, I'm gonna show you my steps, I'm gonna show you my training program so that you can see everything I did to get from here to here again, to lose body fat and to get stage ready. However, a lot of things could have been improved, but I mean, we ended up taking first place, so it was as good as it could have been. All right, let's dive in. I'm going to share my screen and walk you through my body composition tracker. So this is a file. This is something that we use with all of our clients, and I use it myself. And it's something that we use to track calories, track body weight, track steps, track your activity, and see how your body weight is reacting to your calories and to your steps. So I started my prep in January 11th at 196 pounds. And I was eating 2,500 calories a day. Now, the fats and the protein was very, very consistent throughout the prep. I was eating around 190 to 200 grams of protein and around 30 to 35 grams of fat a day. Rest of the calories were set in carbohydrates. So you can do the math if you want, but all the calories here at 190 protein and around 30 grams of fat a day. So as you can see, I started at 196 in January 11th, eating 2,500 calories, and my average steps were 11,585 this week. And I did this for about 4 weeks. And as you can see, not much happened to my body weight. I went from 195, my average went down to 194 in 4 weeks. It's not crazy, but I did get body composition changes, which is what matters the most. Then in week 5, we did our first calorie drop, and shout out to my coach, Josh Thompson. He works with us at Jack Vegans, and he was the one taking me through this prep. He was telling me what to do. So here we dropped to 2,200 calories. Step count increased a bit, as you can see. Well, I was averaging 14,000, 15,000. Still, body weight didn't change that much. Still getting body composition changes. And then here we dropped to 2,000 calories. So here things started to get spicy. And again, 2,000 calories. We did it started here, 2,000, 2,000. And here there's a slight drop, 193. Again, not a huge drop. At this point, I'm 9 weeks into my prep, and my body did change a lot, but I'm still almost the same weight. I'm just 3 pounds down from day one. Now here I had another 2-pound drop. And, in this week, we got together, Josh and I, and we're like, hey, I need to get leaner. And it's March 15th. We're about a little less than a month away from the prep. So what are we going to do? And then he decided, well, we're going to go lowering calories and higher in steps. As you can see, my steps also increased a little bit here. I got 14, 15, 16, 16, 17 in average, 17. And then here we dropped to 1,600 calories. So I was doing 1,670 calories a day. And as you can see, my body weight dropped a lot more, 191 to 189. And steps increased as well, averaging 18,000 steps a day. That's the only cardio I was doing. Cardio, because it's just steps. I wasn't doing any form of cardio. And here, 1,670 calories, still 190 grams of protein, averaging 15,000 steps. I was doing 2 higher calorie days, which were leg days. And as you can see here, I was hitting 1970, 1850. So a little bit higher in calories. And here we kept it at 1,670 calories. Body weight dropped even more, 187. Super lean, 191, 190, 190, 190, 189, 189, 190, 189. And then the last week, I was still eating 1,670 calories. Steps, 17. So I think for the whole prep, I averaged around 15,000 steps a day in total, maybe a little bit more. And the day of the prep of the contest, which was here, I woke up at 190. And this day the day before I had 190 grams protein. I had 450 carbs. I carved up. And on this day I had 190 grams again. So yeah, this was the prep. That's the body composition tracking. Now let's go ahead and check out my training. This was my first Mesocycle. I'm going to drop the links down below if you want to check them out. And this is the first thing I did. As you can see, the exercise selections right here, weights and everything. Now around week 3 here, gym's closed. So luckily we have our own gym. So we just moved into that gym and In that gym, we only have a rack, and I bought a cable machine so we could do some cable flies, cable curls. But I went from the Smith machine, hammer strength, to just using bench press and barbells. And you can see I just changed the exercise selection a little bit. This prep, we did 4 weeks of accumulation and 1 week of deload. We did that 3 times. And for the 4th week is super, super hard. Just check this out. So on the 4th week, I was doing 3 sets of hip thrust, 4 sets of squats, 5 sets of lunges. This was like a killer day. And then deloading. And then a Mesocycle 2. Here's the exercise selection. Again, I did this at my gym, because our gym, my girl and my gym, because the other gyms, the commercial gyms, were closed still. This session, I think, is one of the hardest sessions I've done. I did 7 sets of stiff-legged deficit deadlifts, and then 5 sets of sumo squats. After this, I was sore for like a week. Super tough session. Rep ranges were a little bit higher. Last week they dropped a bit because of fatigue. But Mesocycle 1, my goal was to be within the 7 to 10 reps. Some are higher, but generally I was working a little bit heavier in this Mesocycle. This was a little lighter, so higher rep range. And then the last Mesocycle, we included a little bit of metabolite training. So we just did some supersets. As you can see over here, these are supersets. And this session was, I'll take that back. I said that the deadlift session was the toughest session. I'll take that back and I'll say that this session was the hardest session I've ever done in my life. This hack squats, 7 sets of hack squats, left me dead, absolutely dead. It was really, really hard, and I took each set all the way. So 1 to 0 reps from failing. So I think they were a 10 out of 10 in intensity and difficultness. But yeah, here you can see the program, and you can see the pictures. So this is what we did basically. And mindset wise, it was really tough to do a prep, because it's the first time I do a prep. But a lot of times you were hungry, a lot of times that you wanted to eat more, a lot of times where energy was low, a lot of questioning, telling yourself, why am I doing this? What's the point? But you know what? The commitment was made. I had a date to be on stage. My girl and I decided to do it together. So the fact that we did it as a couple, that was huge, because we gave each other support, and she also won. So yeah, we put vegans in a good place in that competition. It was a small competition. There wasn't a lot of competitors, but it was great for the first one. Yeah, mindset was a big thing, staying on track. I never went off track in this prep, so that was great. 16 weeks of doing everything perfect: sleep, tracking, nutrition, training, everything. Okay, I didn't do anything outside of plan for 16 weeks. Results were great, and that's what happens when you just follow the plan and you stick to it, no matter what comes your way. Yeah, man, it was hard. It was a tough prep, but it got me excited. And right now, the plan is to compete again next year in 2022. We're gonna do one half year of massing, of building muscle, because yeah, well, the more muscle you have, the better you're going to be on stage. So we're going to focus on building muscle, and we really haven't focused in 2020. We didn't focus on building muscle. We kind of just maintained and had fun. So yeah, in 2020, we kind of just maintained and had fun. And here's Eileen. I'm doing a YouTube video about the prep. So yeah, now we're going to mass for a year, and then we're going to compete in November 2022. And we're going to look even better. We're going to make this pictures, our before pictures, hopefully. She just...
It's incredible.
What is this?
It's basically 0 carbs.
0 carbs. So yeah, we just discovered this. So maybe we'll include this in next prep.
First time he's trying this. It's really good, right?
Is it like made of cauliflower?
No, it's made out of some magic stuff. 9 ingredients. It's really, really good.
Well, we got some
It's called skinny.
Skinny pasta.
But imagine this with like vegan meats and like proper seasoning.
Yeah, so we might use that in the next prep. Yeah, I think that's it. That's the short story of the prep. You can see the video. You can see the body composition tracker. You can see the training. You can see everything down below. All the links are in the description. And we're gonna have a longer video coming up soon, where we have shots of the prep, of the competition, of how we looked. One thing that I did want to say is that on pre-competition day, the carb, we didn't do it properly. We could have carved up a bit more, and I ended up looking a little watery and not as full as I could have on competition day. But that's part of the learning process. And then the reason I know that is because after the competition, we went and ate a lot of food. I remember the night after the competition, I had two vegan sandwiches with cheese and vegan milanesa, breaded steak, vegan breaded steak. And then the next day we woke up, I think I had pancakes in the morning. And then we went to have breakfast at a restaurant, not breakfast, lunch at a restaurant here in Playa. And I had one burger, one Beyond Burger with everything, bread, cheese, everything, the whole thing. I had half a burrito and I had 2 chocolate smoothies. And then by 6 p.m. on Sunday, I was looking freaking insane. I was like shredded to the bone, ripped. And yeah, that's what happens. That's how you learn, by, you know, doing things over and over again. It's just a sport. So like I said, next year we're going to compete again. We're going to prep for a full year, gain a lot of muscle. And yeah, we're excited. We're taking this very seriously. We're in love with the sport. It brought a lot of purpose because I've always loved to compete. I've always loved to have something that makes me give it my all, give my best at everything that I do. And bodybuilding allows me to do that. So very excited to keep on doing this and compete next year and see what happens, and keep going and keep going and keep going until I become the best version of myself. So that's it for this video. If you want my help and my team's help with getting shredded, building muscle, getting fit, even getting ready for a competition, then all you got to do is click on the link below, book a free consultation call. We'll get on the phone with you and we'll see if and how we can help you out. If we can, we'll let you know next steps. And if we can't, we'll let you know. We'll try to point you in the right direction or give you some resources so that you move further ahead with your health and fitness goals. That's it for now. Julian here, signing off.